6 arrests in the stadium, 3 inside, 3 outside. talkSPORT England correspondent Hugh Wozencroft was reporting on the scenes at Wembley last night, and he looked at the Hungarian end at Wembley last night and thought, aye, it's kicked off.
Yeah.
I'm sure you witnessed, Jim, across from us, that violence in the Hungary end erupting 1 minute into the game. About a dozen riot police from the Metropolitan Police. We were already told yesterday that there would be more of a presence on the ground. Well, 1 minute into the game, violence erupted. They were overwhelmed, it seemed, in one of the stairwells here at Wembley Stadium, at the top of one of the stairways, and forced back onto the concourse. But you could see truncheons being pulled out, fans in that section throwing punches, being hit back by the police. Such unnecessary scenes at a match here at Wembley.
Yeah, quite a bunch, weren't they? And they tried to set about the police who were there last night. They've now been fined and they've been given stadium bans, Simon, by FIFA and UEFA for separate and continued offences. Why don't stadium bans carry across to away matches as well?
And really and truly, it's no reflection upon us. It's no reflection upon our game. It's no reflection on our policing of the game. It's a reflection on how the Hungarians managed to get the tickets through their FA. Their FA will be allocated tickets. The question you're asking is, why are Hungary able to allocate tickets to fans? And that's only a question that the authorities can answer, i.e. FIFA. Because it's a FIFA tournament. FIFA have a different set of policies, don't you remember? Because UEFA have banned Hungary from stadiums for 2 games. FIFA ignored all that blueprint and only banned them from 1 game. So
why don't FIFA and UEFA, Simon, hold hands on this one and say, all right, Hungary, you've had it, tournament ban, moving forward?
Well, you would think that the behaviour of their fans has now warranted that.
I mean, they're out of order every single time we see them at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, top of the list is racism. I think on top of that, throwing objects onto the pitch. But I think it's just consistently poor behaviour from the fans. And in a way...
What objects were they throwing? Because the England fans were throwing paper planes. Yeah. Paper planes.
Yeah. I think they were throwing cups and plastic bottles. But I think when you look at the consistency in which they're misbehaving at stadiums... Now, for me, I look at it from a player's perspective and I think, right, if I'm a player for Hungary, how should I be punished because our fans can't behave? So I don't actually think the team should be banned from playing in the tournaments. I think the fans should be banned from supporting them.
Is there revenue? Are we suggesting that the team get banned?
No. So the revenue for the Hungarian FA is taken away for the home games. Away games, the players lose that adulation or that support from away fans. And they just have to play in front of the home
Trevor,
fans.
surely the only way to do it is a tournament ban. Sorry, the players have got to come into it as well.
I think
don't allow do not allow Hungary to play.
But that's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because Jim, you're walking down the road of punishing the majority because of the behaviour of the minority. That's just ridiculous. That's
and
just
the players
media
are
nonsense.
Professional as well. You know, if they've been working hard at their craft, at their sport, at their profession, and all of a sudden, just because of some ultras, they're not allowed to play in the tournament.
Stadium bans are not working. Stadium bans are not getting through to these ultras.
They're not joined up at the moment between UEFA and FIFA. They've got to join task forces.
Both FIFA and UEFA have given Hungary stadium bans.
But that's as may be the case. But you can't punish the people that aren't committing the crime. You can't punish the person whose house is being burgled because someone else in their grounds was part of the involvement. Look at the dynamic of it. The players have done nothing. The fans have done something. You've got to punish the fans, not the bloody players.
But it's not working.
Yeah, but if the governing body is not sorting out the fans and taking these fans and banning them, and they continue to come, you've then got to point the finger at the governing body
that's where we're at at the moment.
And say you're not allowed fans anymore. Full stop. And that's both FIFA and UEFA. And start joining the dots a little bit.
That's right. If they mean what they're saying about the behaviour of these Hungarian fans, then surely to God the Hungarian FA have to be held responsible. Or more to the point, FIFA should not have allowed an allocation to the Hungarian fans if they believe that this is a problem they need to deal with. And clearly, for whatever reason, they don't.
Michael in Durham is saying just ban them. It's time to ban them. It's as simple as that. And until you ban them, this will go on and on. Every time Hungary pitch up,
ban the fans.
There'll be trouble, Simon.
Yeah, okay, then ban. If we're all in the same place, that they've now earned the right to be banned from stadiums and from away games, then I think you get very little pushback. But moving it into territory of banning the national team and banning the players is punishing those that didn't commit the crime. Punish the fans.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.